Now
You're
it's
not
a slow
ready.
apocalypse.
So here we are. We're ready. We're steady. We've got tokens. We got character sheets. We got some creepy zombies. For session 1 of Apocalypse the Risen, our playthrough test game. Everybody's back, right?
Yes. I think we've heard from 2 of us now.
I am here.
That's 3.
Juicica!
Did we lose Jessica?
No.
Juicy Jessica! Ew. I'm never
Ew.
calling her that again.
That's her porn name, okay?
Oh, I was
So-
on the cannibal wavelength up there, but you know.
Ooh.
Oh.
So
that might
here
be
we
because I
are-
watched the Green Inferno like a few days ago, so.
Here we are 25 years after the apocalypse. Your small community was built by the remains of what was left of Palm Springs. You have a group of survivors that have made a very nice, very inclusive community that has different people besides just your regular vanilla humans. Got a little bit of
Too
religion.
inclusive, if you ask me.
You have, some folks that told you this story of this horrific bus ride out of, Palm Springs that made you manage to find a nice community to set up here. It's a fairly safe place, as long as you're inside the walled city. But as the camera zooms in, here's the first day of our group of hunters who have known each other most of their lives. After the dead have risen and demons have crawled out of pits from hell and angels fallen from the heavens, you guys are ready to be put to work outside the wall as a group of hunters. Hunters is a nickname for adventurers that go out to protect the community and bring back supplies and take care of dangerous situations. And you guys, thankfully, are getting the level 1 treatment where you're just going to have to go outside the wall and smash a bunch of zombies in the head with a shovel to prove you're capable. And then come back after you've brought some supplies that the other hunter group has cached out there in the ruins. As your maps may have changed. And you're looking out from the wall. You're further away than this, by the way. But you know for a fact that the red circle here is the building that the hunters usually cache their supplies in. And normally what our hunters do that are outside the wall is they'll come within distance of the town, stash the supplies they found for you, and they'll point up an orange flag, and then they'll take off trying to lead away any of the walking dead or worse that's crawling around out there. And since it's near your walls, thankfully it's mostly the decayed hungry, which is your slang term for the zombies that are basically withering away to nothing. And as the camera pans by, you see a bunch of the guards that guard the wall and the gates. They're laughing and they're looking at you guys taking bets on which one of you is going to die. It's all tongue-in-cheek. And then another guy is taking bets on who's going to kill the most zombies.
It'll be fucking you who dies, asshole, when I get back.
Ooh.
Shove the sword up your ass.
Karen's being a Karen. And as the camera focuses on the 4 hunters, go ahead and describe your character and what you look like. Any volunteers?
Fuck, I'll go. Karen's probably the oldest in the group, 46. Probably raised some of you assholes. Running around with a windmill propeller turned into a sword and give those assholes cancer using the thing. Yeah. Part of the militia, she's just fucking Tired of every goddamn piece of shit.
Karen is
That's how she
such a
looks. I
Karen.
don't fucking care. You can go imagine it.
I'm starting to
Very
think
colorful.
Karen might be like the spiritual leader of the group. If not the totem animal of some of the other hunter groups.
Man, if that's her spirit, that's a lot of hatred.
And for this setting, what is Karen's species and background and class?
Karen is she's human, classically human, as one should be. She is the class enforcer, which is sort of the fighter class, though a little bit hardier, I would say. The D12 of HP. Not quite a berserker, but yeah. Let's see. Background. Background is militia, which gives her some ins with the town, but also gives her something to abuse if she wants to. Let's see. Anything else I should say there?
As the camera pans around her, what's her like favorite weapon she's handling right now? And is she wearing any armor?
She has some rubber scale mail on. Her favorite weapon is that great sword made out of a windmill propeller. She also has a wrecking bar on her hip that she is just ready to fucking wreck whatever shit gets in her way. Let's see. Her armor is basically a bunch of shredded tires turning into strapped to her body. She's willing to eat them for dinner if she has to.
It's got teeth marks.
Yeah. One of her characteristics is one of her important characteristics is that the apocalypse happened on her wedding day, and she has never quite forgiven the creatures that ruined her wedding.
Oh. That's just wrong.
They ate her husband to be, Mr. Harrison Butts.
You were gonna marry Harry Butts?
Sergeant Harry Butts, family friend.
I'm quite laughing on the inside right now.
Loudly laughing on the outside.
Yeah, she's one part comedy and one part tragedy.
I hope you choked on his hairy cheeks. Okay, who wants to go next?
I suppose I will. Hey, I am Ayrton. I prefer to go by that. People call me Dale Jr., and I guess that's fine too. My dad Dale and my mom Safona, they were original members of this place, the founding members. My mom taught me some fighting, and my dad taught me some farming. So I'm pretty good at farming. Although I prefer to just kind of be in the background, I guess. Kind of just chill out. I also really like the doodads and gadgets of the past. They're pretty cool. I also like vehicles. You know, I like to go vroom vroom in my car. But
every car you go to, you try to see if it's got power.
Yeah, and gas and tires. You know, rubber ain't exactly a thing that's easy to come by these days. So
25 years, yep, things have gone to pot.
yeah, and I'm 24, so it's been a last, I guess. You know, my mom just talks about mainly fighting, but my dad used to talk about him going up in the old days, and they used to have the electrometronic phones, you know. I would love to just type on them. Apparently, some of them have keyboards. I think it's pretty cool. But yeah, I just kind of like looking at electronic things too. But yeah, I mainly just farm. That's kind of what I did for most of my life. Uh, so uh, so for class, he is a jackal, so he's kind of like more dex and base and just kind of like finding stuff and getting things and just kind of having like sticky hands.
Mm-hmm.
And for look and whatnot, you see 24 years old, so he's starting to get a little bit in age, but not that much. He's still a youngin. Obviously being 24, that means he was born after the apocalypse occurred, but just right after, because two founding members seem to have found each other immediately.
Aww.
You see he kind of has like a shabby put together leather armor and a kind of crudely crafted revolver. That it works, but is definitely made after the fact and not before.
Definitely a piece
Also
of
on him Also on him is a flail, which is a very unusual weapon for people to have. But for any person or people who have stayed in this settlement for a few years would have learned that his mother would have given that to him, as she really, really, really likes to hit things with flails. So.
And what else does everybody know about your mother?
Oh yeah, so my race is human, but my mother is actually a descended. She was actually she was the story of how my mom and dad met is kind of famous in, the whole settlement. Basically how a ascended appeared right in front of the bus and he went there dashingly and strikingly putting his shirt over her and taking her into the bus. And from there, things just went on. And so it's kind of become like almost a pseudo urban legend here of like people kind of argue about what actually happened and what went down. But yeah, so even though Ayrton Dale Jr. is human, he does technically have blood of the descended in him. Just doesn't really show.
Daddy was a farmer with a cowboy hat, and Mama a fallen angel.
Yep, I don't have a cowboy hat. I have a beanie. There's that. He kind of wears more like streetish clothes, if anything, and a jacket. It seems he's pretty padded, so it looks like, if a zombie were to bite him or whatnot, like maybe the bite won't fully get through, but who knows? But besides that, yeah, he has a light revolver on his side, the flail. For his, I guess, overall look and whatnot, he would be like Chinese Americanish or Oriental Asian, as the descendants don't exactly have the same race as humans, but And yeah, he is if he besides that, his kind of personality thing is he's usually to himself. He doesn't really like go out and like talk to people much or whatnot. And so even though he's been there a long time, many people don't usually know too much about him. It's more about they know his parents because they have been a vital role in the community, especially his dad being like the first farmer of the community.
Everybody loves the guy who grows you food.
Yeah. And I'm the son.
Something tells me he's definitely a survivor.
Hi, I'm Delilah. My mom thought that she was in love with Lucifer. She is a dingbat. So I am a half demon, half human. I look just like your normal human, because when my mom was seducing Lucifer, he was in this regular old Joe body. Because he wasn't really Lucifer, he was really just some regular old demon named George.
Damn.
I am 22. I have I look like just a normal kid. Uh I have lots of scars. I'm very dirty all the time. My hair is never brushed. My aesthetic style is very much true. Um like I have like the dark cargo pants. I have the oh, not the baldadier. That's the wrong word. The bangladier.
I gotcha.
I can't think of the word. I have a sash across my chest which is supposed to hold bullets, but they hold some of them are bullets, some of them look like weird vials that no one is really comfortable asking me about. I also have another one around my hips that is more of the weird vials. Weapon wise, I run my mouth and fists. I do have weapons, but I prefer to not use actual weapons. Usually, I am, if anything, I'm going to pull a knife on you and you don't know where it came from. And I am a progeny harbinger, is all the things that I am.
Child of a demon. So what is your progeny abilities that you picked?
That is an excellent question. That if you so I have natural armor. So my skin is tougher than normal. So if you just look at me like normal, like unless you see me actually in action, you'll think that I am a normal squishy human. But my skin is a natural armor. And I lost the book, so I'm having to come everything out of my memory. I also have some otherworldly traits that you do not get to know about right now.
They're super secret till they're revealed. And as a harbinger, you're basically a spell slinger of creepy stuff.
Yes, that is, yes. And that is where my vials come in as well.
We're totally going to have to figure out how the group
I am really good at martial arts.
We're going to totally have to find out from the group how they feel about having a harbinger in the group.
I mean, this is a very open and accepting community, so I was told when my mother moved here with me when I was a child.
A little too open, if you ask me.
Damn.
I mean, she named me because she thinks my dad was Lucifer. She is not the smartest cookie.
Stupid and evil. Worst combination.
Stupid and horny.
And you run into Joe
I mean, I guess she did want to be the queen of the... I guess she wanted to be a queen of the underworld, which sounds really exhausting and really dirty.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like we're down to Kifra.
Kafira is a human maverick. Her parents. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You're very quiet.
Her parents were murdered. She came from a smaller, much smaller colony not far. And I think these colonists found her when she was about 12. And her colony that she came from, a lot of kids learned how to use weapons at an early age. She is a nomad. That's her background. While she was being nursed to health, Miss Frizzle took her under her wing because Kafira really liked to learn and had an eagerness and curiosity. And so she was introduced to Western sci-fi books that was provided um, at the nearby hospital or whatever. And nearby hospital, whatever they have as a makeshift.
Oh no, the community has a nice medical supplies.
I remember we got books, so
Yep.
I figured that's something she would have had access to. She's quiet, she's observant, she lets her guns do the talking, and she looks pretty close to her picture. Maybe not that long of a leather jacket and like a little bit of a military vest. I don't get to see my picture. I don't know why.
That's the jacket she wants to get some.
Yeah, she has a leather jacket. It's just I don't think it's that long. So I think that's about it.
And on this day, as the sun is starting to set in the distance, so there's just a hint of light, but mostly darkness to aid you guys in the job, your jackal, who, by the way, speaks the special language of jackal, which is totally thieves' camp but with graffiti, can see that on the roof of this building here, it totally says in jackal camp that it is a cache location. Confirming what you guys already know. And if anyone needs it, they are willing to give you each a shovel if you need one as a weapon.
Take a shovel.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
I mean, when they offer you shovels, it's kind of insulting.
Yeah, I think Kafir would be like, I'm good. Thank you.
I'm sorry, are you offering me just a shovel? I think you should offer me something better than that.
As these guys kind of make this embarrassment look when you say that.
I do have the right to demand supplies for them if I really want to.
If you want
Plus, I'm an angry Karen. Oh, I should probably mention that my character's first stat is strength and second stat is charisma, which is mostly sunk into intimidation.
And of course, because they don't want you to have to make multiple trips, they're totally willing to offer you a trio of duffel bags that are empty right now that you can sling over your shoulder, and when you get there, to fill up with whatever supplies are there.
Fine, give us the bags.
The fourth person, they actually are giving you a satchel that actually has supplies in it, and it feels like it's ammo that you're supposed to leave at the cache. So that way, when the next group comes back,
I guess I can take that one if nobody will. I don't mind holding on to the ammo.
As you know, they totally.
My hands are filled with shovels because when I said yes, they gave me all of the shovels.
As you now have four.
So I would take the bag of ammo then.
Okay.
Is it like a backpack? Or is it like a duffel bag?
It's basically like a burlap satchel. Sort of like if you've ever watched Naked and Afraid, the really crappy satchels they give them.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Only it does have a drawstring that's pulled tight so nothing should fall out. And they just tell you to make sure that you wrap this reflective ribbon around it so they can spot it in the dark. But you may want to put that ribbon in the bag so it doesn't reflect any light.
Okay, I do that.
And then they look at the four of you guys. You know, there's just enough evening, light, so you guys don't have to worry about the actual darkness yet. Keyword yet. As they're like, let us know when you're ready. As two guys get on the wall.
I'm really tempted to try and coerce more stuff out of them.
I mean, you can try.
Give me your gun. Do you expect me to watch after these kids without a proper firearm?
I'm like, dude's like, give you my gun?
Yes.
And how are you gonna try to convince him for that? Because you have a thing.
Yes, I mean, I could use my regulate, which that's just asking for consumables. But I also have my justified, where I am so fucking furious that you should give me that so I can protect these people.
As the guy totally does the, but, don't you have your weapons?
More weapons, more better.
Okay. So go ahead, and if you're going to do your justified, you're going to go ahead and try to intimidate the guy.
Yeah.
The question is, are you going for the guy that's got the revolver or the guy with the shotgun?
Just the revolver.
Okay.
Seems like it would be more fitted for. Anyways. So, shotgun's actually better.
And what is your saving throw number? It should be 8 plus your proficiency plus your charisma.
Yeah. My charisma's 3. So that's 13.
13? As the guy looks at you and looks at the gun, and one of the guys totally slaps him on the chest saying, yeah, give Karen your gun. He does not make his roll. And he looks at the guys and he's like, but Karen will make sure these guys come back alive. I want to bet an extra 5 electric resources that Karen's gonna get the most kills. And he kind of looks at his revolver and kind of hands it over and lets you know that it's got 5 bullets in it.
All right. Sorry. Oh.
And he's like, I expect it when you get back through the wall.
Absolutely.
I don't
if you
trust
can't
that.
trust a cop, who can you trust?
And he's like, yeah, if you hear that, boys, Karen's gonna use my pistol to get the most kills. Make that 10 resources that she's gonna get the most kills tonight. And with that, they kind of slide the doors open. These beaten sheet metal reinforced doors. And the guy up in the tower turns off the little spotlight, and he sends a whistle still, and you hear off in the distance, a half mile away at the next little lookout spot, all of a sudden there's this rattly chains against the wall noise. And basically, from your personal history that they do that to kind of bait any of the dead away. Even though they know there's going to be a few rotters out there that'll be in your way.
So I have to ask, is this a medium, heavy, ultra heavy, light revolver?
It is a medium revolver.
Okay. Just throwing it in the character sheet.
As Karen's totally feeling it, opening it, loading it, closing it, getting the feel of it.
So, are we done?
Yeah.
These shovels are really heavy. Can we, like, get going, please?
Mm-hmm. Don't sass me, girl.
I have heavy, heavy shovels. Do you know what would happen if one of them slipped?
You would no longer have a head.
Depends on where it hits you.
Yeah. Let's keep moving.
As you guys start heading out.
Guys, I don't think we should be like fighting each other.
Probably not.
Are you guys being sneaky at all?
I'm just saying these are heavy.
I want to go like 15 feet ahead of them in stealth because they can be loud. I'm not gonna be.
Our survivals volunteered to take point. As soon as you sprint out a few feet ahead of the group, you look over and you see that there's a barrel that's been used as a burn barrel in the past, but it's got like 6 shovels thrown into it where people have given up carrying shovels. And give me your stealth roll.
That is hilarious. Ready? Oh wait, you don't have to. Wait, it's not Genesis. I don't need to
It's
worry
not
about
Genesis. I don't have to do anything. But that was a sleight of hand. Even better. As you guys see your sneaky survivor in the group go running off ahead, he literally just blends in with the first shadow of a building. Are you guys going to try sneaking forward too?
Yes. I'll try to be sneaky.
It's a group check, so we only need half of you to do it.
Ooh.
As obviously our progeny is one with the darkness.
Here, let's make it so the rest of my stuff actually comes as her, not me.
I was going to say you don't need to worry about the additional stealth roll because you totally made sure to help your teammate with that natural 20. As you guys are
having scale mail. Yeah.
As you guys are all sneaking up. And what is Dale Jr.'s passive perception?
It is 13.
Jesus. So you clearly see over here is two of the dead just kind of moving about, you know. And then over here you hear what used to be a survivor camp until, of course, ever got pulled into the walls. And there's kind of some dead kind of lounging around there. They're not up and walking, but they're on the ground doing that whole, I'm not a rotting corpse, don't look at me. But you totally spotted them. As you hear like one's jaw starts clicking as it's trying to be incognito. And they seem to not be reacting to you guys at all.
Okay, so looking back to my companions for the moment.
Thankfully, you're sneaking up really quiet behind you.
I'm gonna like motion like forward, and then hold up 2, and then like motion like left, and then hold up 3.
And if you want, you can totally ping the map where you're wanting them to go.
So let's see. Them, I don't know if they're stealthy or not. So
They
I
snuck
will
up behind you
just,
pretty well.
Yes, but they might be stealthy for now. So I'm just gonna ping forward. You know?
Okay.
I'm just gonna try to sneaky.
Okay. Give me your stealth. It's your sneaky. You come up there, and they don't even hear the whiff of the air passing by you. You are the night.
Do I see anything new, like new zombies or whatnot?
So when you get there with your passive perception, you do hear in this building, there's a little bit of a banging noise. But over here and over here, there's definitely noise.
Okay, so these two have deafened noise. This one is banging, and nothing from over here.
And nothing from the building you're next to. It's
Okay,
dead
so
silent.
I'm gonna look back to the team. I'm gonna point to the building that's right next to me, this one, and I'm gonna like hold a thumbs up. And then I'm going to point to the one in in front of me, and then I'm gonna hold up one, and then I am going to point to my left, which they can't see yet because they haven't gotten there, but I'm going to point to my left and be like, just putting up 5. Better safe than sorry, I guess.
Yep.
And then, yes, I will wait in the shadows for them.
Okay, so who's gonna sneak forward next? And what? You don't have to all go the same direction. I mean, somebody could totally go this way if they wanted.
Yes, let's split the party. That sounds great.
That's my job.
So, can I see this guy? From where
Karen, what is your passive perception?
My passive perception is 11.
You see like one twitching foot from the zombies down prone, and you get like the hint that there's a moving dead there, but you can't quite see 100% of it to be sure.
Alright. I guess I'm going to be moving. Honestly, Karen, gonna Karen these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, if he's on the ground, there's no harm in just shoving a great sword into him.
And he's prone, so I will give you advantage on that shot.
Yep. Bye, guy.
You're like, you are a firm believer in the you don't leave a dead behind to ambush at you later. You put it down.
Yeah.
And with your 14, you definitely hit it.
Alright. Damage is, yep. Oh, wait, I get to reroll one of those.
Holy crap.
That's 6 plus 6 plus 4 is 16.
16 is, what does it look like when you instantly discombobulate it?
I just bring the windmill blade down on him, and he is now 2 dead things who are no longer moving.
You know, you get that anime thwomp, and you just see the body just slips in half. As Dale Jr. kind of instinctively cringes at that, is the sound of you doing that made this horrible, sloppy, pulling your blade out sound. As you see 2 more corpses getting up. They totally look like they were dead bodies in the camp here. But you are 100% sure they're getting up to say hello.
Yep. Yeah, I definitely went the Cloud Strife way with this character. That's that cool retro game, Final Fantasy VII. Make everyone feel old.
This way, everyone is safe because Dale Jr. is still hiding in the corner behind some refuse. There's like a garbage can there. And you just wait out in the open of like, let's start this.
Yep.
Okay, so everybody go ahead and roll initiative now. Now that some shit is happening.
Character. Initiative.
And in your character sheet, it would be like the dead center-ish. And since it is D&D, you may have to make sure you're selecting your token before you click it. Unlike what I
Does that
did.
mean I had to roll again?
Let me check. Because I made that mistake myself.
Oh, I'm there. Never mind.
Nope, you're good. Okay, and I'm going
Hey,
to...
you should totally look at Facebook Messenger really quick.
I should look at Facebook Messenger. You send us secret messages.
Just to beg.
Let's see here. I will get that to you just in a moment. So, Delilah, you are first.
Woo!
As I'm sending you the thing.
So I can do things?
I may have to send it to you in Skype if it's too big for the Book of Faces.
No, that's totally fine. I thought I downloaded it from Skype, and it apparently did not.
Nope, it's too big for Skype. I mean, it's too big for Facebook. So it'll be coming to you via Skype.
That's where it originally was sent to me, and I thought I downloaded it, but Skype was like, no, you can't. It's too late.
Yeah, it only lets it stay there for like a week or two.
Let's see.
And this momentary break brought to you by Harbingers and Magic, because Harbingers bring the magic to the game.
Each square is 5, yeah?
Each square is 5, yep.
Alright.
As Karen's weapon comes down and goes black. And some of the group realizes as they grit their teeth it's no longer a stealth mission.
Stealth is overrated. I didn't even get that maximum.
Hey, Karen, can you hold your breath?
Yes?
Okay, because I'm going to be aiming at this guy. But I'm going to have to aim through you.
Hey.
Or, like, so step next to you. These... they... Oh, ha! Ah.
Haha. Ooh, poison spray. Extend your hand. And what does your poison spray look like?
It is a... Bless you. Bless you. It is a... kind of like a Noxus green, like a neon green kind of puff of smoke that comes out of my hands.
And as you shoot your
kind
poison
of like
spray,
it vapes around, kind of like fog.
It comes out, and the prone risen on the ground, you hit it right in the face as it just goes. And the creature's now being, disturbed by Karen's attack. And it seems to like wrathfully open its breath and sucks in the poison. And you see next to 0 effect. As you see some of your poison spray come out of the open holes in its rib cage. As it makes a little zombie noise.
That's pleasant. Well, I can't use any psychic attacks on them because they're brain dead.
I mean, they do operate with some rudimentary intelligence. Did you have any movement left? You good with where you are?
Nope. My movement is actually I'm a step behind Karen, which is why I asked her to hold her breath.
It's a good place to be behind the tank in the group. Okay. Kefira. Shit's hitting the fan. You see these guys over here are definitely attracted by the noise. Obviously your friends are fighting something over here. You are still in hiding at the moment.
If I move here, will I still be in hiding in the shadow?
Yeah, unless you do something to break your hiding, you should totally move that way.
Do I have a shot to these two? Or at least
this one, now that it's moving, I'll say you do have a shot.
So I'm gonna... I don't really know how foresight works. I was reading it a little earlier.
That's a good question. So, through training in the mind and body, you are able to perceive and react to the world faster than others. Premonition of boarding on supernatural foresight can be activated as a reaction or into any stimuli or perceived damage. On your turn, without an action, you may enter foresight as long as you have foresight time, which you have, it looks like 5 turns, I think. Once entered, it lasts until you choose to end, until foresight time expires. You regain all spend foresight time when completing. So,
what does that actually do?
foresight grants the following benefits. It's the very last stuff. So, any armor that is not heavy armor, enhanced on dex checks and dex saving throw. Initiative bonus equal to your proficiency bonus -1, so it will give you +1 initiative. Ranged weapons and firearms get bonus damage equal to your proficiency, so you +2 damage. And your armor class bonus equal to half your proficiency bonus. So it would add 2 damage and 1 to your AC.
So is that better used when, like, I get attacked suddenly?
No, now would be a perfect time to do it.
Alright.
It's almost like Berserk, except you're not at any negatives. You just become hyper focused on the danger. Are you entering?
Yeah, I'll enter into foresight.
And I'll give you the little eyeball.
I have dual weapons.
Oh. So when it comes to dual weapons, your attack will be with which one weapon, and your bonus action will be the second weapon's attack.
Oh, okay. Does it automatically figure that out, or do I have to, like...
It should be on your character sheet. Let me double check. Okay, so which pistol is your primary and which one is your secondary?
I would say the pre is my primary.
Okay, that's the fancier one.
Post is the secondary. Yeah.
Oh, why did that not work? I'm trying to add it in there for you. I'll call it offhand. Because until you take a feat for dual wielding, it does a little less damage and it's a little less proficient for the offhand.
That makes sense.
but there's totally a feat that negates that difference. Let's see.
Which is probably something that she would get eventually.
It's interesting that you're more proficient with shooting 2 guns if you use your feet.
What?
So he's making a funny haha with the feet instead of feet, like hands and feet. So you'll see on your character sheet, you have offhand at the very, very bottom. That's going to be if you use your bonus action to use your second weapon. So first, let's go ahead and use your primary weapon. And which one are you going to shoot at? That one that was on the ground?
This one. That one. Am I trying to ping it or am I not?
Yep, we're seeing it.
Oh,
Okay, so it is still prone, so you are disadvantaged for the shot.
Wait, it's prone, so
it's prone on the ground. Both of these are still on the ground.
Oh, okay, so
This one over here is on his feet.
Oh, I thought they all were. I thought this one got up.
No, it hasn't had its turn yet. It's at the very bottom of the initiative. It's totally going to be getting up on its turn.
Oh, so there's no one for me to shoot in the first place.
No, you can still shoot him while he's prone. Or you can shoot this guy that you totally see is going to be stumbling down the alleyway here.
Alright, so I rolled a 10 on that, so I don't know if that got him or not.
Are you rolling by hand? Oh, there's your roll.
What?
I had to refresh my screen, it disappeared. Okay, so you roll a 10. And for the prone one, actually, I'm going to give you advantage since you weren't hiding. You came out of the darkness and just... And since it was a disadvantage or hindrance, they kind of are a wash. So it's a 22 that you rolled.
Okay.
So that definitely hits. So you want to click where it says heavy revolver and they'll give you your damage. For 8 piercing. And what does it look like when you blow away that zombie?
Probably like... Did I actually kill it? Oh,
You actually killed it,
like
yeah.
Forehead, like a between the eye shot.
Right between the eyes as it was starting to crawl up and you just... And it goes straight down to the ground and stops moving again.
So as a bonus, I'll go ahead and shoot that guy since I see him coming.
Okay, you totally see him sneaking up on Dale, even though Dale's hidden. And you're just like, not today, Walker. Not today. And that's definitely within range. Yep. Actually, it is further than 30 feet.
How do you measure?
So if you click on the measuring tool, it's the little ruler on the far left. It'll let you do measuring.
Do I need to move up?
Do you have movement still? You totally can.
Yeah, I think I only move. Is it like 5 feet per square, right?
5 feet per square, yeah.
So then
You were like right there, so you could move up there. It would put him still just out. You can shoot him, but you're shooting him at disadvantage because your normal range is 30 feet or 120 at the max range. So you're going to be like 5 feet short.
Where is that at 30 feet?
30 feet would be right there.
Oh, so like right here.
Yeah. And I think from where you started, you're just shy of that.
So like right there.
Yeah.
So it'd still be a disadvantage.
Uh-huh. Or a hindrance, as they call it.
That would be... So that'd be like an 8, so I probably missed.
Yep, that's an 8. As you go, you whip out your offhand And part of the building just, you blow a bullet hole right into the building.
You're gonna wake them up.
As the Risen just like shakes itself and looks over at you, and they're getting all excited with the gunshots.
Yeah.
You start hearing this rumbly noise
Weapon, like a giant sword.
from the building your friend pointed out. You just hear a rumbly noise.
Ooh.
That's exciting.
Okay. Dale Jr. I just love that name. You're still in hiding. Your friends are smashing the Risen. They're shooting them up. They make great decoys.
Yeah, I think you get Lily's turn. Or Karen's. But
yeah.
What's that?
If you skipped Karen's turn.
Oh, I must have double clicked. Let me go back. You're absolutely right. There we go. Back to where we should be. You got this one that's starting to get up. This guy's really excited.
I know strategically what I should do, and I know what Karen would do. I guess I do what Karen would do.
I mean, my favorite answer is what would
march
Karen
over
do?
the dead bodies and cut another person in half.
Ooh.
What would Karen do?
And since you are meleeing and they're prone, you do have advantage.
All right.
24 will hit with your greatsword. Oof.
I get to reroll one of those. 3 and 3. That's only 10 this time.
Only 10. And what does it look like when you bisect it?
This one I cut it in half the other way, just for variety's sake.
I mean, you've seen their disgusting
one horizontal, one vertical. Just need to.
But you smash it, and it makes this dry, desiccated poof.
Yeah. All the life goes out of it, as well as a whole bunch of other crap that I don't want to breathe in.
Obviously, Karen doesn't want any of these things too close to her town.
Yeah. I'm going to back up a little. 1, 2, 3. I don't need to stand on the entrails.
You're just like looking around for danger. You hear the excited noise from this building. You don't want to stand too close to it. That's a smart choice.
I really don't, but I also know Karen would have gone in there and fucking killed that thing.
Okay, so what's Dale Jr. do?
Yes, so Ayrton is going to stealth and run into the alley.
Okay. Give me your stealth roll.
Yeah.
You're pretty confident in your stealth. I mean, the nice thing is you have gunslingers and sword swingers going off.
Yeah, exactly. And after I do that, I am going to... Actually, I'll be right there. I am going to lie in wait.
Okay. As you go into your quiet little spot, immediately these hungry dead are seeing their one chance to get some food. And this one goes about that far, and then all of a sudden gives a burst of extra speed. As that's as far as the withered corpse can run. And this one's doing the same. As they're seeing their chance for food, as they're licking their rotten teeth. And then from the building that had the bangy noise, all of a sudden you hear loud thrashing from inside.
Oh, god damn it.
As a bunch of corpses come pushing out of the building at once.
Okay, right. Oh, I was worried they're inside the tents for a second. That would not be good for Karen.
As they don't move quickly, but they're slowly circling. As they come making ghouly, howly noises. One looks horrible as it has like a half-eaten child on a papoose.
Oh no.
So, top of the order.
Hey, can you tell me what the stats on a normal shovel will be?
It is a 1d4 damage. And it's an improvised weapon, so it's basically a d20 plus 2. You can use strength or dex.
Okay. Okay.
As you guys slowly see the undead horde circling around. You know from experience that that's when they're the most deadliest.
I was really glad when I realized those dangly bits were loincloths and not other dangly bits.
Don't be so sure.
Oh no.
Dun 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 dun. "20 will hit as you come boldly swinging that shovel. Delilah's swinging a shovel. Go ahead and give me a d4 plus your dex or strength. And apparently I've excited the dog by making zombie noises. She came running over here to give me attention. For 3 points as you hit the zombie and you knock a chunk out of its skull. And it's still moving at you. It's happy that you got closer to it. As apparently my zombie noise is very freaking out the dog. Are you gonna stand your ground there, Delilah? Did we lose you? Are you muted?
She just typed that. She keeps losing the volume.
Ah. Okay, so... Oh, Delilah is typing. She's gonna stare it down. She's not getting an attack of opportunity. Alright. Looks like it's back to our gunslinger. You know Delilah needs rescuing.
I'm gonna step back. Let me just... Yeah, I'm gonna step back here. So that's 10. Okay. Well, do I still have a shot?
Now remember, as a ranged attacker, when you're shooting somebody adjacent to a friend, it is disadvantaged.
Is it disadvantage shooting these guys? Or is
just the one that's next to Delilah. Just this guy. These two down here are free game.
Yes.
I think we heard you.
I don't want to shoot Delilah by mistake, though I'm pretty confident.
Delilah might be in trouble. I mean, there's going to be 3 piling up on her, and she is the most frailest member of the team.
All right, fine. Where did my sheet go?
I could have moved and have him dive at me. That's not smart. I'm 4.
No, that's true.
You're 4?
She's saying she has 4 hit points.
That's my hit points is 4. I'm squishy as...
She's fragile, but fearless.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot this guy with this advantage.
Okay, I mean, she did bash in part of its head, so hopefully you just need to hit it. And an 11 will... Oh, not against ballistic. As the bullet blows a chunk of its head out, but it seems to be like non-vital bits. As it goes through just soft, rotten tissue. Do you want to use your other gun? Oh, that will hit. Roll well. Roll well. What does it look like when you 6-shooter the shit out of it?
Straight between the eyes is usually gonna be the go-to on that.
Okay, so you shot it down right at Delilah's feet. Do you give her some witty maverick thing?
A witty maverick thing?
Yeah, do you like use your 6-shooter to adjust your hat?
I don't know if she wears a hat. I'm gonna think about that. Maybe I'll just blow the gun, because that's all I can think of right now.
Okay, the classic.
Yeah. I
Okay.
can't, I'll think of something, maybe.
Okay, so Karen, what you gonna do?
Alrighty then. I need to be all over the place here.
Karen's like, these kids are gonna get themselves killed.
Yeah, part of me wants to move over here and attack that guy. But,
I mean, these things
I
don't
know
move
if I can
fast.
leave. Yeah, they don't.
They had to like dash to get that close as they did.
Yeah, this is 6 spaces I measured already.
Okay.
Or, and this is unlikely to actually work. I was measuring earlier. I can take a shot at that guy and still stay here.
That's true.
For when, yeah.
But do you want to be there in a minute when these guys get there? You know the dead move slowly.
Yeah. No, I'm not at disadvantage for that shot. I'm just gonna I'm gonna take a pot shot at that guy and back up a little bit.
Okay, take a shot at this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Crap. 18? 18 will hit.
Alright.
As
God
you
damn
blow
it.
a small hole through its midsection.
Well, drew some attention to myself. 1, 2, back. So they can dash at me, but they can't dash and attack, hopefully.
Hopefully, from what you've seen with the way they move, you've always remembered if you keep moving, they can't get you.
Yep.
Alright, then what are you gonna do? Time for some jackal shit.
It is a very simple plan. Very simple. I go over
Don't
here.
die?
That is just very simple. But I will go over here, and since I was sneaking, I just come up out of nowhere and attack this one.
Your flail comes flying around the corner.
Yep.
So you do have advantage.
16.
16 will definitely do it. Question is, do you hit hard enough? Oh! What does it look like when you murderize him?
Yeah, I just basically run around the corner. It just was expecting to go after Delilah, and then I just like wind up my flail really quickly, and then just bash it as I bring the flail upwards, as his head just kind of poofs off its neck.
Head just explodes everywhere.
Yes, and then because I can, I'm gonna stay there.
Okay. Ain't no giving no attacks of opportunity here.
Nope.
So,
I was thinking about it, and I'm like, nah, never mind.
so this guy's immediately gonna turn around to Delilah and see the thing that came out that's living just swung a flail over its head and actually wasn't even trying for it, but was trying for its buddy. And it's gonna try to just claw at you. It's gonna use its grasp. And will a 10 hit?
Nope.
As it just reaches its undead hands out there and would have loved to have advantage with its buddy, but doesn't have it, and scratches at your armor as its little claw hands just, don't find purchase. As it's looking hungry at you. Completely ignoring the bullet hole in its guts. This one
As one does.
is going to totally come, but it's just short, so it has to use its action to dash.
Yeah.
And then this one is going to stagger and do the same thing. And then down the street, you hear shuffling, and they're shuffling. As that's all the undead can do is circle around. So what's Delilah gonna do? Araton, we saved your bacon.
Lost you again, sorry. Is it my turn? I feel like it's my turn and you said something clever.
Yep, it is your turn, and it was absolutely brilliant what I said.
Alright.
It was the, stuff of history.
Yeah. I need to pause for a second.
And I missed it.
Do we need to take a quick break?
No, I'm okay. I was joking.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. Well, me and my shovel here, we have a nice little thing going with these little baby zombies. So I'm gonna swing it again. at the guy's back, at the back of his head.
You're gonna step forward.
Who's aiming over for our buddy.
Because if you step forward here, you will have a combat advantage, which means you have that natural 20.
Yes.
Okay, so roll me 2d4 plus your strength bonus. Or your dex.
I'm pretty sure I put this... You said 2?
Yeah, 2. Actually, it rolls for you. So what does it look like when you shovel this thing?
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure I did that, but that was a 1d4.
Yep, the 2d4 was because you rolled a natural 20.
He's facing our... I can't hear you. I keep losing you.
You rolled a natural 20.
Okay, so we're just doubling my score?
Yep, that's why if you look down at your damage,
that was a
1d4. Yeah.
4.
And you finished it off. What does it look like?
Okay. Sorry.
No problem.
So he's facing our Mr. Ayrton over there. So I just swing it like it's a baseball, and the big metal part just whack and decapitates him.
Oh. Okay. Anything for your movement?
I hope you guys got that.
Yep.
Stop. For my movement, I'm going to be holding my shovel, and I'm like going to be holding it like it's like a spear, so like holding it two-handed. And I'm going to kind of turn around and take a step back towards those other zombies that are coming at us.
They look like they're going to take a piece out of Karen.
So I'm ready to help.
Alrighty. So what's Kefri going to do? Kefira's going to... sees the zombies coming out in mass towards Karen.
If I roll, am I going to have this advantage with Karen being right there?
For the two that are adjacent, yes.
Even that one right there?
Yep. Because your friend Karen is blocking your shot.
I'm going to take out this one. I don't.
If I move over, like here, would that even it?
No, unfortunately, it's because they're adjacent. They're all jockeying for position with each other.
Gotcha.
That one wouldn't be at a disadvantage.
Yeah, let's shoot that one.
Okay.
I feel like Karen can handle those, maybe. We'll see.
It's the kind of person Karen is.
Yeah, very confident in her abilities.
A 13 will hit. It's almost like that's the magic number. And 6 points of damage. Now, are you still using your foresight?
Yeah.
Remember that gives you +1 to attack and +2 to damage.
Oh, so
what?
14 and 7?
Yep. So what does it look like when you execute that guy? He practically ran right in your bullet.
Let's just shoot him in the nose.
He had nothing but an open nose socket, like a ghoul, and you totally went in and blew out everything.
So
And you still have your offhand.
Yeah, I'm gonna try shooting this guy even though it's gonna be a disadvantage.
Okay, make sure you use the offhand at the very bottom of your weapons.
Oh, so I use the offhand one?
Yeah, for when you're doing the dual attack. As you shoot at him, and it kind of like grazes through his thigh, cutting a line in his desiccated flesh, but it does not seem to do damage. But it didn't shoot your friend, so that's always a win.
Yes, I would agree. So I'm gonna move. Do I want to move back?
Don't stand on my... No, don't stand on my charger. No. Oh, fuck.
As Delilah is saying
I'm
things
just
to
gonna move back
her
a little bit.
fiendish relatives.
I just moved back a little bit and I'm good.
Okay, just taking a little cover. Okay, Karen, you've got 2 playmates. The rest of the kids seem to be doing well.
Well, I'm gonna kill the one right in front of me, right below me.
Okay. It's facing off.
I hope I do, but
It's looking at you like it's gonna bite you any second.
does a 25 hit?
And as it opens its mouth to bite you, down comes your sword. What's your damage gonna be?
Yep.
And what does it look like when you destroy this thing?
Like you said, it opens its mouth and I just shove my sword right in and split it from mouth to groin.
It makes this horrible sound as it slumps to the ground.
Yeah. Now, there's a move I can make that would make sense in real life, and there's a move that makes sense in D&D.
Why can't you do
If I
both?
step here, this makes more sense in D&D because he can't leave me without getting an attack of opportunity.
Well, you have his absolute attention. You know from experience, the Risen are basic animal behavior. They're going to go for the first meal. They have very little regard to their own self-preservation.
I'm just going to stand here anyways.
Yeah, you definitely have its attention. It now sees that you killed its competition. It's going to eat all of you. Yum, yum, yum.
Yeah. Good luck with that, bust.
Okay. Araton, what are you gonna do? You popped out of the shadows like a hero. You rescued your teammate. We now know that you are the adamant survivor. He's so sneaky. So sneaky. Did we lose Yanshin?
No, I'm here. Sorry.
Okay.
Didn't realize I was muted. In this case, I am going to.
Are you gonna rescue Karen?
Yep, go behind this one. Run in with my flail. Boop.
Swinging the flail as you come up.
Yep, just getting a boop. I boop it.
You boop it, and you do have combat advantage since you're flanking. So 23 will definitely hit.
Yep, and then I get my sneak attack. Also.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Yep.
What does it look like as you finish off Kieran's dance partner?
Yep, so I'm just gracefully prancing and trancing along, and then at the last 10 feet, I get into an actual run and just do a slight jump as I just bring the flail down through its head.
Smash.
And then I'm like, I did it. Yeah.
You guys kind of look around, have a moment of victory.
And then I'm gonna move here behind Delilah.
You're checking.
I get to be your meat shield.
Well, I did help you before, so I mean,
that's fine. I'm just a very squishy meat shield.
I mean, I can stealth again, and then I can just sneak up on them.
Oh no, I have no problem being a meat shield.
I think the important thing is whether you're a tasty meat shield.
Tasty.
Yeah,
that depends on personal preference.
Yeah.
Yes, is a brain with depression tasty or not?
Neuro spicy.
Ooh, if only I just had depression. I have so many other flavors.
Neapolitan.
Yeah, but
spicy.
let's see. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay.
So.
And then this risen from the hall that sees you move and gets all excited and comes running down the alleyway as quick as it can, its arms flailing for food. And then a second one kind of pops around behind it, falling behind a little. And you're not really hearing or seeing anything more than this. I mean, at least with your passive perception. See how I throw that out there? So, Delilah.
Yeah, with my, you know that my passive perception is lower than everyone else's.
So the only thing you see is these two guys coming. I mean, you don't have to stay there. You could always move.
Well, I'm kind of thinking, like, we're so close, but so far. And we've only had like 10 steps our entire time. So, I mean, I'm gonna take a couple steps forward and swing my best friend shovel at him.
Okay, so you're gonna go one more square forward?
Yes, trying to.
Okay, as it's running up, you're just like running with your shovel. And you swing the shovel, and it just goes pong off this thing's calcified skull. As you just see this like powdery white stuff come off of the skull as you hit it.
Yeah.
The head like lolls to one side with a broken neck, but doesn't seem to be affected.
Yikes. Well, I'm not giving it the opportunity to attack me, so I'm living with my decision.
Okay. What's our Maverick gonna do?
I can move right there, right?
Yeah, you totally can.
You downloaded yet? Yes.
Your new friend Delilah here is gonna get herself in trouble.
I'm not a new friend. You said we grew up together.
But are you friends?
So I'm gonna shoot at this one with my regular hand.
With your main hand? Okay.
Yeah. That's what I meant.
You pull your pistol out, fire a round off because it's so hungry and moving so jaggedly as it's doing its weird little stomp and arms. And the shot just goes right through like its collarbone and just whiffles through without doing any damage. Bastard.
I know. Yeah. Try that offhand.
And then you follow up with the offhand pistol, and that hits it. Roll for damage. Roll high. That's pretty high. What does it look like when you shoot and put this thing down?
Should it have been piercing?
What's that?
I'm confused. It didn't add the piercing, so I don't know. Or does it not add it on the offhand?
It doesn't add it on the offhand. God bless you, I think.
Okay.
I think someone sneezed. So all we've got left that you can see is the one right in Delilah's face.
Do I still have another action? No, I'm done, right?
Yep. So now it's for Officer Butts.
Officer Butts. Unfortunately, Officer Butts cannot get into range to attack with her sword.
If you can't do it, then I can when it's my turn. So
I am tempted to take. Can I do some sort of strength to throw this person out of my way and to take her spot?
I mean, technically, could you have gotten right here?
Oh, I could get right there, yes.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to attack from there?
Yeah, you can totally attack there.
Okay. Alright, then I will attack from there.
Okay, Officer Butts comes swinging that big old sword, and a 23
Yep.
will definitely hit.
Alright.
Now you all know why Karen's been put with you guys. Karen doesn't miss.
Yeah.
And what
That guy
does
who bet on me, he bet good.
what does it look like when you obliterate this thing?
This kid needs a little bit of a lesson, so she gets the good old Free Willy treatment and gets in the splatter zone. As this thing turns into blood and guts.
So you're gonna spray Delilah?
Yep.
We don't have to worry about like becoming a zombie from like blood transfer into like sockets, right? They have to bite.
Yeah, they have to bite, or if you have like, a wound that gets covered, but just getting sprayed with gore shouldn't be a problem.
Okay, so their bodily fluids, like getting in my eyeball, isn't in touching my fluids isn't going to be a problem.
Yeah, that won't churn you.
So it's not 28 days later. Good.
Yep.
Just making sure.
I'm just wrecking your outfit. I'm not killing you.
Just remember,
oh, no,
every
my
person
outfit's already covered. It's fine.
every person who dies does animate. Okay.
So now that all the zombies we've seen are dead, can we like scamper this? Stop it, Toby.
You totally can.
Sorry, my dog.
It's
I
okay.
want to scamper.
Mine's crawling on my butt too.
Aiden went to take a shower, and the dogs are like, "Oh, so you're gonna be the center of my attention now? I think we should go this way, and then this way."
Okay, and remember, if you don't take an action, you can dash and move 60 feet. If you want to move that far ahead of the group.
So, is it currently my turn now?
Or? It is currently Dale Jr.'s turn, yep.
Okay, so Dale is first gonna move 30 feet. You're just doing straight movement for diagonal. Or are you doing
Yeah, straight movement.
Okay, cool.
Make life easier.
Okay, good. Yeah, because the fucking 5'10", that gets annoying. But anyway, so I go by here, and like I don't want to do an actual perception check. I just want to look around quickly to see if I pick up anything with my passive perception.
And what is your passive?
13.
It sounds clear. Even though there was smashing and gunshots, it does sound quiet.
Okay, and then let's see. I move right here, and that's the end of all my first movement.
Okay.
And then
he stops, takes a breath, and then creeps forward.
Yep. And then action dash.
Oh! And where are you dashing to? Okay, with your passive perception when you get there, you do see there are some bodies in here, including one that looks fairly fresh. Like one of the hunters that came within the last week or so may have been killed.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't see much more of the corpse unless you get closer.
Okay, so just roughly how many bodies?
There's about a handful of bodies in here.
A handful, okay.
A handful.
Okay, so then after looking at that, I'm going to run back up here. Because having 40 movement speed is very nice. And I'm basically just going to quickly yell out, handful of bodies at the AoE.
I'll give you a heads up since you saw where they were.
But then, yeah, I'm just going to warn them being like, yeah, handful of bodies, and then, yeah, that's going to be my turn.
Okay.
Is this the goal that we're supposed to get to?
Yep, that's the spot where you're supposed to pull out the canned goods or whatever food that the hunters put and leave them the ammo so when they come by again.
Yeah. So I have the ammo bag on me, so I have to take out the ammo bag, put it there, and put the reflective tape on it,
Yep.
and then
So
we're just taking the stuff inside.
Yep. So that way they can just wave their flashlight and see the bag. You're assuming they did the same thing for the cash in there. That way you can just wave a flashlight, and each of you guys were given a flashlight with your shovels, so you can use that to find it. Okay,
I should
so
have written that down in my inventory then.
nothing else is happening. Delilah, what you gonna do?
Delilah is going to scamper this way and just kind of hang out and wait for everyone else to come around.
Okay. What about our Maverick?
We'll follow suit. Wait, do I have that?
There's a swinging gate in the wind.
Yep, that's no more things to shoot at, so.
Okay, Karen, I think they're waiting on you.
Alright, I'll head out.
The wisdom of age.
30, 40, 50. 5. I can go right in the door if I
You could
really
go right
want
in the
to.
door.
Alright, pop open my flashlight. What's going on in here?
Okay. And what's your passive perception?
11.
11. You wave your flashlight around, and immediately you see there's a body here that has a reflective strip in one of their hands. And there looks to be 3 bags on the floor that have reflective tape.
Okay. Alright.
And there's a couple corpses in there. And let me check one thing real quick. Because you come in and flip that flashlight.
I see you keeping us in fight mode, Jim.
Yeah.
Do. As you flip on the light and you look at this corpse, it's a very interesting corpse. Then you look at this corpse and this corpse and this one, and all of a sudden you swear you see twitching.
We got Twitchers.
Oh no, the streamers.
Oh.
Is one of them Mr. Beast?
Excuse me. Alright. Time to kill them again.
As they start twitching and slowly moving to your flashlight, as one's eyelids flash open as your light goes across it.
Okay. Here we go again.
Okay.
So,
Araton?
do I see this entrance?
You totally see that entrance.
Okay.
There's still just enough light that you see that entrance.
Yeah, I'm going to first stealth and then go over there. As Ayrton Dale Jr. does.
Sneaky, sneaky. As you
The
start to stealth,
duality of man.
and as you stealth, you kind of put your hand against the building, and part of the roof slides loose and makes this loud crashing sound. You're pretty sure you're as invisible as the night, even though you just made a ton of noise.
They're too focused on something else. I'm good. Oh boy.
As all of a sudden in the distance of the town, you hear this like murmur of moans come out of like a block away, carrying on the wind. It's distant, but you made lots of noise. Remember, it's the gate guard's problem, not yours. Your guys' job is to not get bitten and make it back with the supplies.
Yeah, the job isn't to kill every single zombie. So,
yeah. Luckily, the
as a
gate
bonus
guards are
act,
also heavily harmed.
yes, as a bonus action, I will cry myself to sleep, and then my
As these zombies start getting up from their positions on the floor, which of course eats half their movement. And then there's this loud bangy sound that even Karen can hear through the wall. You're just like, what the hell? But you with your flashlight is just too tempting of a target.
Yeah.
As this one gets up and makes a moany sound as it staggers forward. And then this one starts to get up. And that corpse. And that corpse. And
Isn't that
corpse.
2 corpses? Okay.
This corpse stays still and doesn't even twitch. So as they get up, they just stagger forward. And that's it for their turn.
So I can't see. Karen went inside.
You totally saw Karen go inside and turn on the flashlight.
But Dale Jr. also went inside, or is he's still visible?
He ran down this way. He was totally stealthing, but he made a shit ton of noise.
I feel stealthy, but I am basically outside. The only thing I did was press C, but like I'm only crouched. That's it.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go towards the person I can see and who didn't splatter me with blood and try to help him out. But I can't get to him this turn, and I won't get to him till next turn.
If you're not taking an action, you can double move.
Okay, then yeah, I will double move, and I have. Ooh,
you're getting cozy.
Have caught up with Brendo.
Okay, she comes up right behind you to make you feel extra stealthy. And Kefir, you guys are starting to hear noises from in here that sound very zombie-like. And just to let Delilah know, with your passive perception, you hear the wind blowing in from the west, and you hear the sounds of the undead. Looks like our Maverick's gonna get real bold. I like that. Okay, you totally see when you creep up that close that Karen's in there waving the flashlight, and this moan of more than a single mouth comes blasting out, and then you hear the crashing noise in the alleyway. Are you gonna get any closer? I don't think we can hear you. We can hear you now.
I can hear you.
You got like really quiet.
So is this like a half wall, like I could see through?
If you get right here, which is within your range, you could shoot over Karen's head at the one that's in front of her. But this wall is solid enough you can't see through. Yep, so if you go there, you can see
so
this
I still
one.
have space to do that. Alright, let's do that.
Okay.
Let's do this. Shooty to this side.
Gonna shoot over Karen's shoulder. Or between her legs. You're a maverick. You can do that. 19 will hit. You hear the sound of the undead, and you know that shit ain't gonna fly. Okay, what's it look like when you take that one out?
That one does well. No, I don't think it's at the level. So that one just goes straight in the forehead and knocks it out.
Give Karen that look. Unfortunately, that one is out of sight. A tiny doorway.
Then I'm just gonna leave it at that then.
Okay. So Karen, you just got some assistance.
Yeah. How do you
They're
do
getting
that thing where
really
you
excited.
make corners?
Oh,
Sorry.
so when you're dragging it, you right-click it, and then you can put a dot down.
Yep.
And then you can
Okay,
just keep on doing it again and again and again.
And
Nice.
Ancient,
I appreciate
the
that.
door inside is right here. So if you want to get in the building, it's right there.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I'm gonna take a step back and say, wait, where the hell are the other kids? God damn it!
We would have got away with it if it wasn't for you kids.
Yeah.
They went the other way.
Ah, god damn it. Stay behind me. Hey, zombies, come this way!
Look at you making a choke point.
Yep.
What?
I don't want to
Really?
have
You're
them
gonna bring
surround
them out
me.
this way?
Okay, I won't even need an intimidation. They are fixated on you. You are food. They are starving.
Oh my god, I should have moved back.
They're gonna be coming your way, Karen.
Yep.
Sadly, you know the undead are easy to bottleneck.
Yep.
So Arton, what are you gonna do? Delilah's got your back. There's a pile of bodies back there. You heard some gunshots, and Karen belting out a challenge.
So, I believe I am stealth, correct?
No. You know you made enough noise.
Okay, I'm like,
You're not under any false impression. You know you made a crap ton of noise, and Delilah came up and did that whole tactical pat on your back. So you're pretty sure if she can see you, everyone knows you're here.
okay, Ayrton, okay, come on, you got this, you got this.
I like how he talks to himself.
I am the chef. I'm gonna make a stealth check and then go inside.
It's part of his special jackal training.
Sure, we'll call it that. Oh my god, damn, I'm going bad.
You have an 11. You think you are stealth like a ninja.
I am the shadow.
By the way, anyone with the passive perception, you hear him creaking in the walkway.
That is a +8. Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, I rogue shit. You know what I'm talking about? Expertise, man. What am I?
I mean, on the plus side, it sounds like the zombies aren't reacting to you, so it doesn't look like they either care or hurt you.
Yeah, so then I'm going to move in right. Oh, wait. So I see the supplies, right?
You see the supplies.
Okay.
Thankfully,
So
Karen's
it's
flashlight is still giving enough light that the little reflective strip on this corpse and on the supplies totally show up.
okay.
As
So I'm guessing it is probably an action to put the reflective tape on the backpack, right?
Yep,
Okay.
because you want to
So
put it
since I already
securely on
used my
there.
action, I can't do that. But what I could do is pick up the supplies.
Okay.
So for the moment, I will pick up the supplies and then quietly drop down the ammo bag, and I will be ready next turn to put the tape on, and then GTFO.
As you have one of the packages.
Let's go.
And hey, if they can't find it without the reflective tape, screw those other jackals. As sadly, we have a zombie roadblock starting. This one's gonna come up and it's gonna bite at Karen. Just straight for the bite.
I attack first.
Ooh, what is that?
Justified. I am so fucking angry that when he attacks me, I attack him first.
Nice.
Justified
Use reaction to
reaction.
attack an opponent first before their attack happens. So I can only do this once per turn, but
And you didn't use your
Seems
action
like
for an
it.
attack or spell, so you are free to do it. Let's
Yep.
just say you want to do well, because he just rolled a natural 20.
yeah. 16 should hit.
16 hit. You bring the great
Yeah.
sword down, and what does it look like?
He comes in to make the best bite of his lifetime, and he gets his head smashed into his shoulders smashed into his groin, and then he does the splits like a little comedy bell.
Oh, the best bite of its unlife.
Yeah.
And the other one's gonna come and take its place, and it's gonna try to bite you.
Oh, well, this one I didn't do the second time.
Will a 12 hit you?
Nope, I take that on my armor.
As it comes in for the bite while you were open after murdering its partner, and it just latches onto your like elbow armor and just. Good thing part of your armor is old shark armor.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, there's a pileup of the undead at the door. As they all want to get at you, and they're kind of like reaching over each other, trying to grab at you, but only the first one can get you.
I really wanted to use that justified ability.
It's awesome.
Fucking cool.
And Delilah, you're hearing all kinds of action going on inside there. But you don't hear your buddy.
Right, so I am gonna 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna run in, but I'm not the brightest cookie. So I run there. I run the opposite direction. I think there's my movement.
See, that's a
And
solid wall, though.
I'm
The door to
did
get
I go
in
one
is
too many?
here.
No, this is a wall.
Yeah,
There's no door.
That's
Oh.
the wall right there.
Oh,
This is the doorway in.
I do not see a wall.
Yeah, that's why I went
Okay.
down there originally, and I just happened to stumble upon the supplies. Otherwise, my character would have gone through here instead.
Okay.
I mean, this is a ramshackle
Alright.
building. You can always try to tear some wall down. Never be
No.
afraid to make
You
your
know,
own
I'd
door.
rather not have
No.
a roof fall on me.
Yeah, let's not test my klutziness. So, all right, I get to here, and
And you see
Is
he's
this
dropped
an
the
opening
ammo
right here?
bag, and he's grabbing a box.
okay.
And you
So
see there's
I'm
2
going to
boxes of
stage.
supplies.
I'm going to stage whisper. Hey, what can I do to help?
Kill the zombies. I can deal with the supplies.
I would like to help you.
Oh.
Your hands look full.
Oh, then just grab one of the other supplies. I'll get the last one and put the tape on the ammo bag, and then we can.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Okay.
I earned this.
Also, I don't know. I like so character-wise, I'm whispering, but like in actuality, I don't need to be whispering.
But
Like-
it's called role playing, yo.
No, just the fact that like
Right?
I'm not sure if you can hear me or not.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we
but-
can hear you.
Yeah, but yeah, you can honestly just grab one of the supplies and then start walking out and getting out of here. Like I'll just spend my action to put on the reflective tape and grab that last pack, and then we can just both get out of here.
Okay. I you saw my motion to get to you, so I will take it, and then next turn
sorry,
I can turn.
I forget people don't have 40 movement speed.
I'm also
like-
very squishy, so
I forget people are
hopefully
slower.
that gets.
As he says, I forget people are slower than me. As you grab your
That's
double
okay.
bag and you pour a box full of canned goods into it. Good thing there's people smashing zombies and shooting guns off to distract for you. Okay, so Delilah's got one of the boxes. And now comes our Mavericks time.
I'm gonna shoot that one with my main hand.
Okay.
Can you hear me? Oh, okay.
Yep.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Again?
Oh.
Oh my god. Ooh, someone's being shot in the
Okay.
back.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
Seriously?
Oh,
Uh-huh.
oh, poor Karen. Poor Karen. For once, I feel bad for her, Karen.
Why did you
As
roll 2 dice
thankfully,
and I rolled 2
it's
dice?
only 5 points. As Karen is like swinging her sword up to defend, and as you basically lined up your shot beautifully to kill the zombie, and then Karen just stepped right in front of your line of fire, and Karen gets shot in the back shoulder for 5 points.
Sorry.
That would kill me.
Thankfully,
I'm glad
Karen's
I'm
made
not
of
over
tougher
there.
stuff. You still have your
still have
offhand
to-
if you want to finish her off.
Well, let's hope I
Thank you
let's
for
hope I
that.
actually get the zombie this time.
19. Okay. So I'm assuming, is it this one you're shooting at?
No, this one.
Oh, the further one? Okay, so perfect. Good,
Yeah.
solid 19. And you do 5 points of damage, because remember, you have your focus on still.
Oh yeah.
As this withered old man of a zombie with the wispy hair, as he practically moves to the left when the other one moves to the right, and your offhand shoots right through and is enough to blow his cap off. Obviously, it was damaged and had some previous angerness going. Your previous group in here may have dealt with it. See, Karen,
I
do
had
you
to
feel a
bow
little
out.
better?
I'm glad I didn't hit her again. I
I
have to
mean,
bow
if you-
out. I actually need to get ready for bed.
Okay, we're almost wrapped up. As soon as someone grabs that third package and you kill these 2 zombies. Karen, it's time.
I'll kill a zombie.
Okay.
Great sword.
13 will hit.
All right.
Oh, Jesus. As you do, double damage is needed to destroy this thing.
Yep. Just
Obviously,
splash
the
it all
bullet-
over the place. Just
the
like, I'm
bullet
getting bored of this. Let's paint.
The bullet in the back helps motivate you.
Yep.
Feel some anger.
Yeah. Put some anger into that swing.
Okay, Arden, what are you gonna do?
Yes. So I'm gonna use my action to put the reflective tape on the ammo bag.
Okay, you go
And-
zip.
Yep. And then I'm gonna pick up the last supply.
Okay. You're gonna be carrying it in the box form because there's too much for your duffel bag.
Yep.
But that's fine. Okay.
I got this. My dad always said, "Heavy stuff isn't that heavy."
That's farmer logic. Okay, so you have
And then, yeah. So then after I get that, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna head up, and okay, where did
I made you disappear by accident.
I saw that. I'm like, oh, okay, wait a minute.
I had to quickly hit
I
I'm
need
gonna
to
head out.
keep going.
I'm gonna head out. Fade.
Physical.
Yeah.
Yep, and then okay, I'm gonna head out. You good luck, and then I'm going to go right there because 40 movement speed,
Okay.
and that
So Delilah, you totally saw Bale. What are you gonna do?
Is this like a space?
This is the only zombie left.
Okay, but is this an open space that I could walk through?
Yep, that's an open space. You can walk
Alright,
over the corpses if you want.
Well, the only problem is the closest I can get to is here, and that's not close enough to get to do any damage there.
Do you have any spells?
So my spells are useless against zombies, I think. I mean, I'll try. We'll try my other spell. It seems to not. I would be surprised if it worked on a zombie, but we'll give it a shot.
Obviously, she's been using it on people and not the risen dead.
Yeah. Check out this name.
Ooh. The Scolding Critique.
See, that doesn't do much.
Yeah, it basically stacks onto other attacks.
Yeah. So I'm going to Karen it for Karen, I guess.
I mean, if it's more health before you can leave, then you can leave, and I suppose maybe.
I mean, you have the supplies.
I mean, yeah, like that's not useful. So I'm gonna be like, hey, do you guys need me?
We got this.
Okie dokie, I'm gonna carry my heavy box.
Good. Thanks.
I'm gonna follow.
Okay. Oh, did we skip the zombies' turn? I think we did.
I think we did.
As the zombie
Yeah,
is
the
basically
zombie-
going to step forward and try to bite you.
I used my attack, so I can't justify them. Nope, 10 doesn't hit.
10 does not hit. As it bites into your armor again, it just like a dog. As Delilah's like, "Do you need help?" And then she bails out the door with the MacGuffin. Okay.
I was answered.
Yep.
Yep.
Is our Maverick gonna shoot around Karen?
I'm gonna
I have faith in
I
you.
got this. You can get going.
A 12 unfortunately bounces off its skull. For a second there, you shoot it in the head, and you realize this person in life had a metal plate in their head. And you shoot it, and the rotten skin just tears away, showing the plate.
Gross.
It's my job to make zombies grody. Did you want to use your offhand?
Oh,
As you totally put your offhand just over Kieran's shoulder and discharge right to its face point blank. Roll high. Okay.
6.
As you blow its face off and it goes falling backwards on the pile.
Thanks for your shoulder.
Teamwork.
Teamwork.
Okay, so to wrap things up, you guys are heading back to the gate.
Yep.
I'm assuming you're being.
Out of the revolver and give them to my friend.
Aww. As you're heading back to the gate, I'm assuming you're being stealthy, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
As you guys hear that ominous
I will
moan.
be stealthy and go ahead of them so that if any thing jumps or whatnot, I can
Ooh.
be there to warn them.
Okay, so everybody give me a stealth roll. I'm looking to see if at least half of you can make it. That means the group made it stealthy-like. Unless somebody gets fancy and rolls a 20 again. Okay, you guys all make it back to the dark cover of the gate. You do the rap tap 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 as the signal, and they slide the mini gate open and they have you guys come through and dump off the duffel bags of supplies, and they pat you on the back. They actually ask who had the highest kill count. Because unfortunately they didn't see you guys through their lookout spot.
What was the question? Who had the highest what?
Who had the highest kill count?
Oh, I didn't keep track.
Me neither. I think I got one.
I believe I got 2.
I got 7.
As Karen's notching 7 new notches.
Yeah.
And as everyone is cheering you newbies for going out through the wall and coming back without any injuries, minus a gunshot? Is that a gunshot?
Yeah. Our Maverick could use a little more breaking in.
As you guys go back to get medical treatment and unload your stuff, you guys, through the power of us doing a quick mini campaign, feel yourselves level up from the experience, and of course you're now level 2 for your next job.
Yay!
Yay, speed leveling.
Is it gonna involve hands?
It does involve hands.
It doesn't automatically update you, does it?
It does not automatically update, but I can update for you before next Sunday. Just tell me if there's any leveling choices that you want, like spells or abilities.
So spoiled by Foundry. I don't know. I'll have to take a look.
Okay. And we will say that's a good place to call it a night.
All right. Now I have to go buy a bike lock for the teenager.
A bike lock? Someone's gonna be biking to school?
No, we live way too far away for that. But I'm gonna drop him and his bike off at school tomorrow, and then he's gonna bike to the library in the time between he getting off school and me getting off work.
Yeah, that would. Oh wait, wait. Before that,
Does the Tucson Police still have the program where they give you a free bike lock?
I wouldn't know. I'm not in Tucson.
Oh, sorry.
But you were about to ask me a question.
Yeah. What's your HP?
4.
How? What?
She has a low constitution
My
and she's a caster.
constitution is -2.
Oh Jesus!
She's
Yeah,
a
I was
very
like, what
sickly
class-
child.
I'm like, what class die is a D4? What is this? I'm like, okay, that yeah. Oh yeah, I have 10 HP. I am doing wonders on you right now.
Yeah, no, I am a HP 4, and my spells that I picked are useless against zombies, so I'm gonna have to refigure some things before next week.
Okay, no. So once Ayrton sees that you are just actually a really weak, fail person, HP wise, he's gonna be like, oh god, I'm such a dick. Are you?
Yeah, because you gave her the heaviest box.
No, I was just trying to get the stuff out. I would have taken them all. No.
No, I needed to be useful because, like my spells, like they're not useful. The one that I thought would work with zombies don't. The other one definitely doesn't. So I have to refigure some of the magic so she'll actually be useful. Either that or she's gonna beat everyone with a shovel.
Yeah.
Or it just means you were unaware that zombies seem very, very immune to poison. But now you know.
Yeah, I really like my poison. I like my poison.
Hey, it's great
It's
against normal
D&D.
people.
What doesn't have poison immunity at this rate?
Right.
Yeah, that was
But
the
I mean, my
D&D
poison
pushed.
is so cool.
Like in D&D, it goes fire has the most resistance, is followed by poison. So like, and a poisonous kit doesn't help you deal with that either. So it's like there's no point.
Yeah.
Okay, but fire resistance is only on the outside.
That's not how this works. Okay, don't Drax this.
It will not play over my head. I am too fast.
No, you just have to have them drink the fire, and you'll be fine.
There you go.
But now I have the most important thing: cunning action.
Ooh, it's second level. That is an
Nice.
amazing rogue thing.
Yes, it is. And I also got scrounges, so now I can find stuff.
Extra loot. Extra fat loot.
Alright, I'm gonna go so I can get to Walmart before it closes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright,
I
later,
mean-
guys.
Alright, see you guys next week.
See you next Sunday, and we'll do it all over again. Except you and the zombies will be tougher.
Oh yeah, this isn't every other week. This is every week. Yeah.
Yeah, it's every
Figure out
week
this like a bit.
except the 25th and the 31st. Because unfortunately, we have Comic-Cons coming up.
Oh yeah.
And if you're going to Tucson Comic-Con, they're going to have huge gaming track.
Well, like I kind of want to go to Comic-Con, but like I want to dress up, but I don't know how to cosplay well or make good shit. So
It's Comic-Con, you don't even have to come and cosplay. Like, half
I
the
don't
con
have
is
to,
not
but I
in
feel
cosplay.
like I don't have to, but I feel like I have to. You know?
You can always just Google, like, Blue Sky cosplay sells the jumpsuits. You know, it looks like Deadpool or Wolverine or one of the anime, and it's just a onesie suit.
Mm-hmm.
So I will recommend any dude should be buying a dancing belt to keep the stuff under control.
Yes.
Yeah, so we'll see. And I think some of my friends are going, but I'm not sure exactly. So,
I would totally say
decide.
go.
Or-
That's just me.
or I could just say screw it and just work on my D&D campaign, because at this point I'm putting so much goddamn work into it that I just might as well make it an actual thing.
Oh, that's a good thing too.
No, like straight up, I have spent 3 months on it now, 3 or 4 months,
Oh, damn.
because yeah, no, I've been doing a lot of changes to it. So basically, I basically threw away all the D&D races and adding custom races, and I'm taking the idea from the 5e anime D&D book to where you can, instead of like having like the racial stuff, like, you know, like if you play an elf, you get trance and a dark vision, all that stuff, right? It actually gives you a list of things that your character can have, and you have points that you can use to buy traits.
Yep, you point by everything.
Yeah, but the thing is also, you can also buy negative ones so that you can get more points so that you can buy other stuff.
Yep, you can do the flaws to get the hindrances to get the features.
Yeah, so I was doing that. So I think I had so currently I have 17 new races. I threw away all the D&D classes because I said they're not good enough.
They don't give you enough crunch.
Because, because the thing is, I'm making it a Souls-like campaign, so it's going to be really difficult combat-wise. And I just felt like the D&D classes they don't do enough. And I'm like, if I'm gonna have to basically remake half the D&D classes, I might as well just make my own classes at that point, right?
True. Yeah.
Because as much as I love Ranger, it's shit, okay?
Yeah, they've done it dirty many times.
It's my favorite class, and it's shit, and I'm sad about it, but I can't help it. I love it. You know, it's a toxic relationship. I love it, but it just sometimes doesn't do enough.
And if you're doing
And
making it up on your way, the Animate 5th edition is a really good way of doing it.
yeah, so I was doing that for the rates, and so basically I had a whole bunch of new classes set up, and the thing is, I made them more video game like. Like for example, I made actual tank classes that have taunts.
The one thing
So
every
that
tank class is missing, except for I think the new 5.5 Pally.
yeah, so it's not like a spell duel, it's an actual taunt, and they're AoE. So tank can actually tank, and then the damage dealers can actually stay back and don't have to worry about people being targeted.
Yeah, that's one mechanic I think sorely is missing is a taunt mechanic. Instead of just saying I use intimidation.
Yeah, exactly. And because the thing is compel duel is a good spell, I guess, but the fact that they it's just disadvantage. It can suck, but if you have an enemy with pack tactics, it doesn't matter then.
It
If they're
completely
compelled
negates
duel.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, or if you're doing flanking or something like that. So yeah, that basically I made actual taunting a thing. Except for one of the tank classes. He CCs them with chains. So yeah, he basically just grapples them with chains, and then at later levels he can put the chain down into the ground so that they're stuck in an area.
See, that's a cool way of doing it.
Yeah.
I'm afraid I have to disappear to grab the child.
Alrighty. I should probably bail out too.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, this is interesting. I just have to be an adult.
Oh.
No, you're fine.
Alright, later guys.
Alright, see you guys next week.
See you next week.
Night.